over a parking spot ended with gunfire, a man dead, and a confrontation caught on camera. And investigators are now sorting through the disturbing new evidence.
Yeah, NBC6's Steve Litz has a chilling video and explains why the shooter says that she acted in self-defense.
A witness captured the shooting on a cell phone. And videos from cameras on a nearby Tesla show the crime as it happened. A man and a woman are arguing. The man is seen walking toward the woman, follows her around a vehicle. A few moments later, investigators say she shot him. A relative sent us this picture of Bart DeGuglielmo. He died from his injuries. It happened yesterday in the middle of the day in the Walmart Supercenter parking lot on McNabb Road near Rock Island Road in North Lauderdale.
When I came, there was police officers everywhere, and I did hear a woman screaming and crying, and she was saying something, but I couldn't, but it was incoherent to me what she was saying.
Deputies confirm the woman and DeGuglielmo exchanged words over a parking spot and then the shooting. She waited for police to arrive, then told them she shot in self-defense. Tonight she's not in jail. Prosecutors will decide if she should face criminal charges or not. The name of that woman has not been released, but that video seems to show her placing the gun on a car and then waiting for police to arrive. It also seems to show her taunting the man while he's on the ground. More on this one as our coverage continues at 6. Reporting from North Lauderdale, I'm Steve Litz.
So a black woman stands her ground and it's a problem? Sounds about right. So on Tuesday in North Lauderdale, Florida, at a Walmart of all places, around 12:30 in the afternoon, retired Staff Sergeant here, Bart, decided that it was appropriate to be running around vehicles after a black woman over a parking spot. As she has very clearly let know, I will stand my ground, sir. And Bart didn't think that was okay. Clearly, like the rest of y'all talking about, oh, he was just trying to approach her. This is not an appropriate approach. If you are coming at me threatening, and I have my weapon drawn at you and saying, sir, please leave me alone. Please walk away from me. Let the situation breathe. And you continue to come forward. You have advised me that you understand I will stand my ground. And she did so. I don't know her name. Why we don't know her name? This happened on Tuesday. It's Thursday. Because she had a right to stand her ground. She placed the weapon on top of said vehicle, let authorities know. She stayed and answered every question that was asked. Because she should not have to be put in a position to stand her ground over a parking spot. Because Bart thinks that if he wants to continue to engage in a situation somebody has advised him is uncomfortable, unsafe, and unacceptable, she doesn't have to. Bart should have stood down. Now he is standing down permanently. Talking about he would never hurt anyone. That's a lie. He was in the Army. He had to be willing to, and he's 62 years old. He probably got a couple of bodies. Let's stop playing games. I'm very over the narrative change y'all quickly want to go to when a black person needs to stand their ground because somebody is continuing to engage in an unsafe situation. She stood her ground. That black woman was right. Bart was in the wrong, and Bart is no longer here. And that is the appropriate route from that situation. She should have never had to be in, but she is continuously having to be in a position to let it be known. I will stand this ground because it's mine. Have the day you deserve, as always. I am Keisha. The channel name is Court with Keisha.
Hey, look, that woman that pew-pewed that man in that Walmart parking lot, she stood 10 toes down on business. See, listen, I don't feel sorry for that man because that woman was walking away. When women start walking away and they say leave them alone and you get pew-pewed, that's what you get. So I don't feel sorry for that man, bro. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, bro. The day that women become more violent, that's going to be a benefit to society, okay? The day when women just start click booming first, that's going to be a benefit to society because men will stop playing with these women. You'll stop playing with your life. Okay? These women not gonna be no pushovers. They gonna keep that thing of the thing on them. So no, I don't feel sorry for this man. The woman was trying to walk away. She's saying things like, hey, she obviously got two. Leave her alone. Stop messing with women. Stop messing with women. And women, like I said, the day you become more violent, the day men will stop playing with you. Point blank, period.
The word of the bad penny is not here for merriment, enjoyment, and the holding of hands with people who are oppressors. The word of the bad penny is here to try to usher in the find out portion to the oppressors.
A witness captured the shooting on a cell phone.
And what class of fuckery brings us together today?
A man and a woman are arguing. The man is seen walking toward the woman, follows her around a vehicle. A few moments later, investigators say she shot him.
The old saying goes, God made man, Smith & Wesson made them equal. Well, Smith & Wesson lady said, who the fuck are you calling a man?
A relative sent us this picture of Bart DeGuglielmo. He died from his injuries.
That's right. Since the Hobbs decision and dumb men saying, your body, my choice, women have opted in astronomical numbers for the remote hole puncher. That's right, you dumb alpha men running around saying, twice the upper body strength. Well, women are saying, twice the target, half the fucking brain cells. So please, go out and get your ticket punched so I can make a stupid video about you too.
All right, you guys. So before I read what I wrote down, I saw the full video. I found it on the web, and it shows Bart blocking the parking space. I guess so nobody could get in the parking space, and then he walks into Walmart. Okay, so the woman, she had a smaller car and she backs it into the parking space. Anyways, I mean, I don't know what Bart was trying to accomplish by blocking the parking spot, but I guess. So I guess as he was going, as he was going into the Walmart or something, she gets out her car on the phone, police with the gun. So uh I guess they edited that part out of why she got the gun out of her car, but the person with the Tesla knows why she got the gun. Okay? And the police know. But that part is edited out for us. And so what we see is that she gets out the car with the phone with the police on it and a gun in her hand. Right? And she's talking to the person in the Honda. And then Bert walks back into the frame. But I guess his car is like moved by this time. And now it just seems like he's just charging at her, like very aggressively. And then it does seem like Bert walked a little bit, but not far, I guess just out of the view. And they're just talking mess to each other, back and forth, back and forth. And then that's when he comes back again and charges at her. But yes, he is following her through cars. Yes, you can see that as well. And then that's when he gets shot. So, that's what I seen. So I'm glad I got to see that full video. So in North Lauderdale, Florida, at a Walmart at 12:28 p.m. Tuesday, June 30th, a man named Bart DiGuglielmo, 62 years old, decided to partially block a parking spot with his vehicle in the Walmart parking lot, and the parking space doesn't even belong to him. Yo, and he was blocking a car. I don't get people. Like, what was going through his mind? Gosh. So a woman in a white car decided to park in the parking space Anyways, it was just open. He wasn't parked in it, he was just blocking it. But she got her little car in there. And so, but he was really mad that she got into this parking spot. So the viral video that's going around social media, Bart gets out of his car and starts heading towards the woman, right? So that can also be it as well, that he parked his car. But it does show that his car was partially blocked. But it does not show that he went into the Walmart. That part's cut off as well. But that's what just like I assumed, I guess, because it looks like nobody's in the car, you know. And he did not stop, even when the woman told him several times to leave her alone and walking away with her gun pointed at him. I guess he just wanted to be a dumbass and found out he did. Because the woman, from what I saw in the video, the woman was talking mess. That I'm not going to lie about. I did see her talk a lot of mess too. They were just going back and forth, back and forth. They're like bickering like an old couple. Okay? Over a parking spot. Makes no sense. So, after she shoo him in the parking lot, the woman places the gun on top of her car and waited for the police. The paramedics came and transferred Bart to the Borough Health Medical Center, where he died of a gunshot wound to the stomach. The woman says that she shot in self-defense. The police did not arrest her, they did not charge her, they did not book her. The woman is free as we speak. So they're going to do their investigation first, and then they're going to have the state's attorney's office do what they do, if they're going to press charges, if they're not going to press charges. Okay, so the daughter she's basically watching the video and saying that her dad died because he was walking aggressively toward the woman, and that her dad did not deserve to die over a parking space. But Amanda, your dad was the aggressor. Obviously, he was the aggressor, walking, threatening towards the woman, blocking parking spaces, blocking cars. It just seems like he was going out looking for trouble, starting trouble. I think it would be with anybody. If it wasn't her, he wouldn't be dead right now, Amanda, if he was just acting like a normal human being. All he had to do was just park in the parking space. That's all he had to do, is just park in the parking space and mind his business. You know, we don't know if the woman came up after him and was like, oh, there's a parking space, but someone's partially blocking it, but let me get in because I can't find no others. You know, we don't know. But all we know is that your dad was starting bullshit, basically. So I was reading comments in people's videos, and the whites folks, not all of them, but some of them was saying that she should go to jail. She killed a white man. She shouldn't be able to handle a gun because she's black. So this black woman cannot claim self-defense. She's a murderer. And this white, innocent person shouldn't be dead. But this man is not innocent. He was engaging with this woman. If he wasn't engaging, and then she just kept popping up out the mouth, following him with the gun, waving it everywhere, then yes. Yes, he's innocent. But he came, in the video, he came out of frame walking towards her. She didn't walk towards him. She was talking to somebody else. And a lot of white people are trying to make this a race war. And it's not about race. It's about who was the aggressor, who started it, and who ended up dead. That's all it was. It's nothing about race. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head.
What started as a dispute over a parking spot ended with gunfire, a man dead, and a confrontation caught on camera. And investigators are now sorting through the disturbing new evidence.
Yeah, NBC6's Steve Litz has a chilling video and explains why the shooter says that she acted in self-defense.
A witness captured the shooting on a cell phone. And videos from cameras on a nearby Tesla show the crime as it happened. A man and a woman are arguing. The man is seen walking toward the woman, follows her around a vehicle. A few moments later, investigators say she shot him. A relative sent us this picture of Bart DeGuglielmo. He died from his injuries. It happened yesterday in the middle of the day in the Walmart Supercenter parking lot on McNabb Road near Rock Island Road in North Lauderdale.
When I came, there was police officers everywhere, and I did hear a woman screaming and crying, and she was saying something, but I couldn't, but it was incoherent to me what she was saying.
Deputies confirm the woman and DeGuglielmo exchanged words over a parking spot and then the shooting. She waited for police to arrive, then told them she shot in self-defense. Tonight she's not in jail. Prosecutors will decide if she should face criminal charges or not. The name of that woman has not been released, but that video seems to show her placing the gun on a car and then waiting for police to arrive. It also seems to show her taunting the man while he's on the ground. More on this one as our coverage continues at 6. Reporting from North Lauderdale, I'm Steve Litz.
We didn't have to see all that last part, but unless you know for sure that she was taunting that man, like there's audio, that was unnecessary. But here's the thing. If she is backing away from the guy with the gun out, why is he following her? She's a woman, so, you know, she probably just looked at him like, look, man, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're trying to do. This is not somebody that she knows. Why would he see the gun and still approach her? There are actually people online that are upset because she shot the guy that wouldn't back away from her. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, if somebody pulls a gun out on me over a parking spot, you better believe I'm gonna be walking the other way. There's no reason for me to approach you. I value my life. But what do you guys think?
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the...
I mean, I've said this a lot, but white people, especially right now, need to leave black people the fuck alone. And she gave him a chance to walk away, but he didn't comply. Should have just complied, right? That's what white people say all the fucking time. White men are violent. White men feel like we're entitled to everyone else's space. White men think that we can do whatever without getting consequences. And white men are going to start getting consequences. Could have just turned around and walked his ass back to his car and left. But again, white men think we can get away with whatever. Talk to people however. Confront people however. And some people aren't going to put up with that shit. And we see it every day. White cops shoot a 1-year-old baby, black child, and get a paid vacation. You see white ICE agents kidnapping, killing, throwing immigrant men, women, and children in concentration camps with no repercussions. You see white men shooting Renee Good. Nothing happens. You see white men from the top of the administration on down carrying out Klan activities. Nothing happens. So when a person from another community that isn't white responds, like Carmelo Anthony, who's innocent, like this black woman who's innocent, white people want to frame, again, the black community as violent But that's because so many white people think they can just get away with doing whatever the fuck they want, running their mouths, being aggressive, being confrontational, without people standing 10 toes down and saying you're not going to fucking do that to me. So anyways, yeah, he should have just complied and got back in his car.
So the New York Post is trapped. They decided to put that this white man, this violent aggressor, was an Army veteran to turn the tides against this black woman that defended herself, stood her ground in the state of Florida as she was being accosted by this violent white man over a parking spot. So basically, if you haven't seen the video, I posted it in an earlier video where this woman basically was walking away. She was trying to put distance between herself and this violent white man who was trying to, I guess, beat her up over a parking spot. She let him know she had a gun. She was on the phone with the police. She kept trying to put distance between herself and him, and he kept accosting her. So she fired one time. And this was in the state of Florida with these stand your ground laws. You know, the ones that white people love to use against black people that they shoot in the state of Florida. And there's no obligation to flee. And she let him know on multiple occasions that she had a gun and she was on the phone with the police. And he still tried to accost her. And she shot him one time and that killed him. I just hate the way that the New York Post always does this shit where they love to pretend that white people are the victims when this man literally was the aggressor. And surprisingly, people in the comment section where this picture was posted where they said, woman fatally shoots Army veteran, weren't having this. They all said the exact same thing that I said. He was the aggressor and this is the state of Florida. Stand your ground. All he had to do was just walk away. This was a parking spot. He could have walked. He could have moved down further and that could have been it. But he wanted to beat her up over a fucking parking spot and got shot. And he's no longer here. Over a parking spot.
Vulnerable